My name is Hillary Rollerson.
My name is Brooke Gray.
My role with Northeast Florida Advocates for Autism and Related Disabilities is a little bit of everything. I started off as a photographer for the event, Katelyn's Ride for Autism, and it's kind of evolved from there, and I became part of the planning committee and then part of the board, and I really just started picking up random jobs, and so my job is to really make things appear out of thin air and make things happen when it kind of seems like it's all falling apart.
I am the social media specialist for Northeast Florida Advocates for Autism and Related Disabilities, and I'm also the social media specialist for Katelyn's Ride for Autism.
Katelyn's Ride is an event, it's actually our main fundraiser for the nonprofit. This year we have raised over $70,000. Every year we gather golf carts, it's a poker run. We have 5 different stops, we bring in a bunch of different local vendors, and our goal really is to make sure that we spread awareness but also bring a community together to recognize the fact that these children, although they do have disabilities, are not any different than you or I. They are able to communicate, just maybe not through words, and we like to make sure that everyone knows that they have a place where they can come without judgment or without fear of how their child may behave or how they may act, while also being able to have the support behind them of therapies and different things we allow to offer them through Katelyn's Ride, because it is a massive fundraiser for the nonprofit. This year we had about 175 golf carts. We have about 4 to 6 people on average per golf cart. It's quite a bit of people. We've gone as far as 225 golf carts in the past few years, and it's just a lot of local people. A lot of people travel all the way from as far as South Carolina sometimes to come and just join and enjoy the day. Different things that kids can attend and things like that.
You can get involved by many ways. My personal favorite would be getting a hold of the social media and going and following, liking, sharing our page, messaging us through social media. You can also become a vendor, a volunteer, or you can be a sponsor.
My favorite part of the event would probably be the week before, because it's absolute chaos. Everything feels like complete madness, and we know that it's all gonna go well because we all know our jobs, but it doesn't feel like it at the time because every year we try to make it bigger and bigger, so every year there's more and more chaos added, but then every year it comes together, and just watching everything kind of fall into place in that last week is probably my absolute favorite part, knowing that it's just gonna be the perfect day. People can get involved by volunteering, by coming to the event, by registering for any of our events that we throw throughout the year, but people can really just get involved by just trying to be different. And one of the best ways to get involved with our nonprofit specifically, like I said, is volunteering or coming to the event, but even if you just see someone out in public that seems like they're having a bad day or something, recognizing the fact that maybe that child isn't a brat, but that child actually does have things going on, and just recognizing that it's not a problem as much as it's just a disability or a difference. The biggest thing I want people to make sure of that they know is that everyone who works it volunteers their time. Our vendors volunteer their times and their services. We have so many volunteers that come out and just stay for the whole day. It's a long, grueling day, sometimes in mid-heat with no wind, and it's more about sharing the love and spreading everything than it is about making money. It's more about those kids that need our help and need to be recognized than it is about raising money. And I just really want everyone to know that our hearts are in the right place. We're not here for the big grand, like, good job. We're here to make a difference. The favorite part of the day for all of us is when it's done, because at that point we can really kind of take that deep breath and just be like, man, we did it again. We did it again. And you'll see us throughout the day. We'll be like, how many carts do we have? How many carts do we have? How many carts do we have? Because to us, it's like, how successful were we? At the end, at the last stop, we all kind of come together, and it's the first time the 11 of us that are on the committee really see each other in the entire day. So we'll all kind of stand in this little huddle and we'll be like, all right, like, how did your spot go? How did your place go? How did this go? How did that go? And it's really the first time we can, like, go team for the whole day, which is really honestly our favorite part, is when it's over, because we can, like I said, just take that breath and just be like, man, good job. And within 24 hours, we have our date for the next year, and we're ready and lining up vendors already. We send out emails the night of, hey, next year's is on such and such a date. We can't wait to have you. And our vendors immediately respond, and they're like, we are already there. We're on your calendar, and move on from it. The best way to become a vendor for Katelyn's Ride is reach out to us through the website. We're always down for new people, especially local businesses, not just in Yulee, but also in Jacksonville. And we really are about supporting the small guy and letting those little businesses get the recognition that they deserve for, being a part of a community, because I feel like that's what keeps small businesses going, is community. So to be a vendor, it would be best to reach out through the website, but if you can get a hold of one of us personally, obviously we'd love to have a conversation.
With being a sponsor, you not only get to give and donate time and money, but you also get to get exposure for your business as well. And I feel like just having the exposure on our page, we are also getting exposure to people from all over the United States, and getting involved can be just as simple as liking a post, and people don't realize that. But definitely messaging our page, finding us and talking to us out in public, emailing, everything. There's always a way to get involved, and we'll never turn anyone down.
At Stop 4 and Stop 5, our last two, every year we set up about 8 tents at Stop 4 and about 5 to 6 tents at Stop 5 for local vendors, small businesses to come and to sell and to promote their product. So Stop 4 is usually therapies and things that we can offer back into the special needs community that then may assist them they don't know about. Stop 5 is a lot of people kind of selling product who just like to support the ride itself. So it's really kind of a mixture of, hey, this is out here, and they support special needs, they support autism, gives them a little bit of insight into the community, lets the community meet them face to face so that they're able to expand their business, but also special needs families and parents know that they have a safe place to go without the judgment or the ridicule that may come with having a special needs child. And we try to center everything as much as we can around our theme. We brought in food vendors that fit the theme, so we brought in to just support the theme from the ground up. And then we have a contest every year for every golf cart that decorates, the best one that decorates best to the theme. My favorite theme that we've done is probably our Pirates and Mermaid one. It was a very interesting theme, especially being in a neighborhood called Pirates Woods in Fernandina, Yulee area, where pirates are just huge. So every year we kind of theme everything around whatever theme we pick. I organize vendors and control chaos all day. But yeah, it was probably the camaraderie, the very first hour I was there, the very first day, of just everybody wanted to make a difference. And I wanted to be a part of that.
The website is www.katelynsride.com. You can follow the Facebook page, Katelyn's Ride for Autism. You can also follow Northeast Florida Advocates for Autism and Related Disabilities on Facebook. We have a TikTok that is recently new. It's called @Katelyn's Ride. And we also have an Instagram as well. It's Katelyn's Ride for Autism.